Hi and welcome back to the channel. So we're on here today to have a brief conversation about the air source heat pump documentary that aired on Channel 5 yesterday, which would have been the 29th of January. So much information to absorb within just an hour, so myself and Josh are here to break it down and go over the most important parts.
So I think let's kick off with how good it was explained by the guys.
Great opportunity for people who may not necessarily know about heat pumps and how they work to get that perspective and to really find out a bit more information. So informative, very.
We saw the multiple people riding the bikes in the gym as the experiment, and it really showed how much output, they had to put in, to power a gas boiler. By visually showing that really was telling for the viewer.
It gives the customer that perspective of you actually seeing it visually, the difference in what's needed to run each of these systems, which is so important.
So we saw the example of the family having the air source heat pump fitted with 13 new radiators, and that came about £20,000. They said in the video, but I believe we do that at a cheaper rate here.
We do, yeah. So at Blue Ape Renewables, we looked at that exact system. Obviously, as with always with an air source heat pump, it does vary from property to property, from person to person. But for that exact system here at Blue Ape Renewables, we would be coming in significantly cheaper than what we've seen on the programme.
But even though it's cheaper, we don't sacrifice on the quality.
Absolutely
here.
not. I mean, if ever you look at any of our videos or you speak to any of our system designers, we use the top quality products, great warranties, with the highest qualified installers, and the aftercare is phenomenal. I mean, you just need to take a look at our Trustpilot and you will see that it speaks for itself.
And speaking of quality, I think it was great that they mentioned the MCS accreditations, us ourselves having that, and the importance of when someone's looking for a company, whether that be with us or another one, about making sure they have that MCS accreditation.
Absolutely. I mean, one thing that's useful is you would not be able to get onto the bus scheme, which is the bus vouchers, obviously offering the grant of the £7,500 for an air source heat pump system if you don't have them accreditation. So that's great to know before you even speak to anyone on the phone. If it is that you're interested in, the likelihood is that they will have them basic accreditations.
We saw that they brought up a statistic that it costs roughly £12,500 to have an air source heat pump fitted, but we've spoken to the team, we've discussed it here. If you were just having, just the air source heat pump, that will come in at about £2,500
on top of the grant.
On top,
absolutely.
Once the grant's been taken off our smaller system.
That's what we're coming in at. And again, as with anything, like we say, speak to one of the team. The heat loss survey is so important in gauging what exactly it is you need. And then moving on from that, we'll be able to give you the best system that is within your budget, but is going to meet them needs and meet them requirements.
And I think that's something they didn't highlight in the documentary about the heat loss. That wasn't really brought up at all, but it's important that you get your heat loss done correctly.
Oh, massively, yeah. I mean, we see it so many times on the different groups we're on, different people we know within the industry, where they'll discuss how systems are fitted that may not necessarily be ample for the property that they're fitted in due to the heat loss survey not being done correctly or not being done at all. So one of the things that we pride ourselves on is the heat loss surveys done at Blue Ape Renewables, and we're more than willing to show a copy of. In fact, I believe you've been filming a video today. Yeah, so that will be coming where we talk you through that heat loss survey, exactly what it entails and how it allows us to make sure that your system is right for your property. So we've got Lewis here, one of our system designers. Something really important that they touched upon is hopefully they're going to be getting rid of the 1 metre boundary rule. So Lewis, that's something we're expecting to come in pretty soon.
Yeah, so it's proposed that that's going to be coming in around about March and April time.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And what they're going to be doing then is that's going to make installations a lot better, a lot more convenient for people, for instance, who potentially might have terraced houses. Hopefully a lot more installations will be able to go in when this 1 metre boundary does come into play. Wales, the boundary is actually set at 3 metres as well. I've not come across anything yet to say that that's going to be removed. Okay, but fingers crossed that does get removed as well, because that opens up a lot more doors then, and a lot more installations that are going to be available for people across the country.
Yeah, so it's something we're definitely keeping our eyes on, and in turn we'll be informing you guys.
Thank you very much. If you have liked the video, then hit the like button. If you have any thoughts or any questions that weren't answered in the documentary or something we've mentioned here, pop them in the comments below. Myself, Chloe, Lewis and the rest of the team will be able to answer all your questions. If you want to contact us, by all means, you know, hit the Calendly link below to get a consultation with Lewis or Craig. And thank you very much for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next video.
Like, share and subscribe.